Video, I'm going to be telling you 3 ways that polygyny, if done right, 3 ways that polygyny can benefit your household, period. I'm speaking from experience. I got over 5 years of experience, and I learned from some of the most experienced men in America, period. So before I jump into it, let me do my introduction. Again, my name is Mahar Rakab. On this channel, welcome to the channel. And on this channel, we predominantly talk about polygyny, entrepreneurship, and self-development. So if you're interested in those things, consider subscribing to the channel. All right. So I told y'all I got 3 things for you. I might have a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of salt, you know what I'm saying, at the end or just as we go. But it's 3 main things I want to hit, right? The first one, if you practice polygyny, if you open that up, if you open your relationship up to polygyny, one of the benefits that come with it is you getting your husband to be extremely honest and truthful. You're going to have more honesty, more truth in your relationship. But you got to make sure you can handle that for obvious reasons. Because if he tell you he think this other girl is cute, you know what I'm saying, she kind of caught his eye, he might be a little bit interested. You got to be able to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna understand if you got a little bit of emotions, but at the end of the day, you got to deal with that. But the beauty and one of the benefits is, let's harp on some of that good again, because I know where you at right now. Let's lock back in. Come back over here. Trust, honesty. You're gonna allow this. You're gonna put this man in a position to keep it so gangster, keep it so real with you. It don't make no sense, and he gonna adore you for that. He gonna love you for that. You're gonna, because chances is he ain't never been able to be himself. Chances is he ain't never been able to be himself around a woman. Because when he around the bros, when he around us, we know what's up. We know. 99% of men want multiple women, period. It's in our bones, it's in our DNA. Don't argue with me, argue with yourself. I was finna say argue with your mama, but that ain't good either. Don't argue with your mama. Honor your mother. Honor your mother, honor your father. Argue with yourself. Because the truth is the truth. 99% of men, they want multiple women. Period. Period. Don't fight me on this. It's in the DNA, it's in the bones. We want to preserve our seed. The best way to preserve seed is to lay seed in different places, period. But the beauty in it is that you can cultivate and manifest so much honesty and truth and a different connection that he ain't never got to share with another woman, period. For real. You want to see a husband masculine? You feel like you want your man to man up some more? Allow him to do his thing. Follow him. A lot of women, they say they want a leader. They say they want a strong, masculine leader, provider, protector. But when it comes to him getting another woman, she stopped following him. She begins to put on her pants, put on the drawers, and put her foot down. I am not going to allow you to do this. Well, you don't really want a leader. You don't want to follow me here. You only want to follow me when it's convenient for you. And this is your challenge. If you really want this kind of benefit in your household, you got to open up the door for your man to be a man. And I'm telling you, it's beautiful when you got a man who can tell you the truth and keep it real with you and be honest about his desires that he's been having his whole life. You don't have to worry about this man lying to you. That's the benefit. You don't have to worry about your husband who you life and who's taking care of you, who you spending the best years of your life with, who you had children for. You don't have to worry about him stabbing you in the back, lying to you whole time. He got a whole nother family on the other side of town with Ashley. You ain't got to worry about that. Y'all gonna be one big happy family. Y'all gonna be stronger together, more powerful together. So that leads me into my second benefit. You're stronger together. You're way more powerful. One adult strong. It's not just about strength and like how much weight you can push or how hard you can punch. That's not just, don't limit strength to just that. As an adult, you're powerful. You can get a lot of things done. You can make a lot of things shake. 2 adults, even more powerful. You're stronger together. 3, let's keep the same energy. Yes, you're even more powerful. That's just what it is. You can get more things done. My father-in-law, with my second wife, shout out to Captain Jeremiah, man, my father-in-law. And he says, he was the first one that introduced this proverb to me. So that's why I shouted him out. And the proverb goes like this: if you want to go far, go together. If you want to go far, go together. But if you want to go fast, go alone. Go by yourself. If you want to go, one more time, let me put it all together for you. If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. The theme and the wisdom in this is you got teamwork. You can help each other. You got each other's back. Period. You can go further. You can take it higher. You can endure longer. If it's cold outside, you're finna freeze to death, you need 2 people for friction. You need another person for heat and warmth. How much more when you got 3? That's the wisdom in it. But if you by yourself and you're trying to get you're at A, you're trying to get B, you're trying to get to B as quickly as possible. You don't want to be carrying nobody else's burden or trying to worry about somebody else. And if they can keep up, you can just go by yourself. You can get there quicker if you go alone. But see, me, I know that life ain't just a race. It's a marathon. And I want to go together. I want to go together, and I want to have like-minded people who want to go to the same place as me. For real, for real. So if you interested in those same kind of things, you can pick up what I'm putting down, period. You're stronger. You're more powerful together. All of that, I'm solo, hashtag one deep. I realized a long time ago, I ain't that strong, I ain't that big, and I ain't that bad. There's always somebody stronger. And hey, look, bro, you ain't that strong by yourself, bro. I'll beat you up. I will. Sis, you not that strong. You was just crying today. You was crying yesterday. You not that strong. So, hey, go ahead and get you a sister wife so she can help you take care of them kids. Y'all can take turns. You know what I'm saying? Look, which leads me to my next point. This is the next benefit right here. The division of labor. The work that you got to do as a mother, as a wife, the responsibilities you have. When you got a sister wife, y'all locked in, that's twin. Yeah, your sister wife, that's twin. All of the responsibilities you have as a wife and as a mother, you can split them with your sister wife. 50-50, you hear me? You know, some days it might be 70-30, 60-40, 80-20. That's the beauty in it though. That's why it kicks so much ass. That's why it's so tough, because your sister wife might be pregnant. We still sliding and we getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Your sister might just be going through a hard time. Could be battling sadness or depression. She could have hurt her toe. She could have broke a nail. Guess what? Y'all got each other back though. We still moving. We still in motion. We still accomplishing some of the goals to get us to the bigger goal. You see what I'm saying? That's real beautiful. And not to mention, bro, if y'all are really working together, let's say both of y'all got a child. It's one husband, 2 wives, 2 children. Y'all both got a child. Instead of you just being a stay-at-home wife and you watching your kid all day until husband get home, like, it's just so much more flexibility. You can make so much more time for yourself. Hey, you mind watching the kids for 2 or 3 hours? I'm finna go run these errands, you know, for such and such and such. You know, our husband, King, want us to do this. I'm gonna knock this out. What you think about starting on this? if you cut the vegetables and such and such, I do this and I wash the dishes, and you can just work together, and it makes the whole the whole ride smoother. You hear me? It make the whole. If you watching the video, then you can see me cranking that Soldier Boy. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the third one, we got let me go back. You got the first one, cheating. You really don't want to categorize it because I'm talking about the benefits. It minimizes cheating. It creates an atmosphere for you to be more truthful and honest in the relationship. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. A relationship needs that trust. The second one, what was it? More adults working together is just so powerful. That's what you have. You got more power. You got more power. You can get shit done. Look, you can even get so cold with it. You can just become more independent from the government. You can actually grow that garden you was trying to do. Your sister wife, you got more help. Your husband might go to work. You can just become more independent and rely on y'all instead of relying on somebody else outside of the household. You see what I'm saying? Just beautiful, powerful. And the third one is you're able to divide the work and the labor. Your job as a wife and as a woman, traditionally, you're taking care of the household, which is a lot of work. You're taking care of the children, which is a lot of work. And you're taking care of your husband, which is a lot of work. And not to forget, you still got to take care of yourself. Show some self-love, which is a lot of work. You still need that time for yourself. So when you got a sister wife, it makes it to where those things is more doable. It's easier to do because you ain't got to do the dishes every time they get there. You ain't got to pick up the kids. You ain't got to pick up after the kids every time they get the house dirty. You ain't got to teach the kids every single thing. You know, you got your sister wife. You ain't got to run every single errand for your husband. You got your sister wife. When it comes to satisfying your husband or doing tasks that your husband needed done because he see this being beneficial for the family, you ain't got to do it all by yourself. You ain't got to do it every single time. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a good husband, best believe he's going to have tasks. He's going to have plans. He's going to have a plan for the future. And he's going to want you to carry out those plans. He's going to want you to do what he said, you hear me? And you don't want to be, you're going to be tired, sis. Even as a stay-at-home wife, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Shit. If you want to run it to where one of the wives, like if your husband want one of the wives to work, you ain't got to just work full time and do it all by yourself and take care of you. You got a sister wife, you know what I'm saying? You got a built-in support system who can help you with anything if your husband ain't able to do it. So it's just powerful. And that kind of all of these work together. This take me to the fourth one. This is not even in there, but this take me to the other thing I wanted to talk about. When you got all of these different components working together, you got the trust. You got the just the power and the resources in the hands, the manpower. You see what I'm saying? You got the manpower. It's not just two of y'all. It's three or more. You got manpower. You can get some shit done if y'all working together. Y'all working together and y'all got one goal in mind. Y'all all helping each other. Like, bruh, powerful. Y'all dividing the labor, sharing the workload. You know what I'm saying? Powerful. And what that ends up doing is creating a high quality of life, a higher quality of life. Why? Because it's not as much stress. Assuming that this is done properly and y'all not in that motherfucker being toxic. I bad y'all, I'm getting on this this highway. Hold on. All right. So assuming that this isn't extremely toxic and y'all doing it in a respectful way, your husband is doing it in a respectful way, in a noble, honorable way, he keeping you up to date. You know what I'm saying? He not sneaking and geeking, sneaking and freaking. But he keeping it real with you, telling you what it is. You know what's going on. And you doing your best to handle your emotions, be understanding. There's a whole bunch of stuff I could say. But what it ends up doing, if you got a healthy, polygynous family, it creates a more peaceful lifestyle. No cap. Less stress. Less workload. You're sharing it. You're going to be able to accomplish more together and you're not gonna have to put in as much labor and work. As long as y'all working together and y'all on the same page, you can go further together, have a good quality lifestyle, and it's not gonna break you. You're not gonna be super stressed out. Seriously, if you control your emotions and he is a good leader, you're gonna be able to do something beautiful, more fulfilling than you doing it all by yourself. No cap, less stress. It's actually, this is my experience. With me practicing polygyny for 5+ years, I'm in America. Y'all know it gets sweaty. It get hot in here. Bills, kids, vehicle maintenance. The grind is tough. The speed of it is tough. Like, this shit is never ending. When you got a strong household, the shit feel easier. It feel like you not just running in circles. It feel like you making progress. It feel like you damn near out of the rat race a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It feel like you know what I'm saying? Y'all wanna see that Soulja Boy again? That lean with it, rock with it? On a serious note, I believe that when your polygyny is done right, and you get everything in order, and everybody understand their job, and everybody with it, it's gonna be less stress, less financial stress, less stress on taking care of the house, less stress on providing for the children, less stress and taking care of your husband. I'm telling you, less stress than taking care of your wife. Look, you got a whole nother person there to help you take care of your wife, and vice versa. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It don't get no better than that. It don't get no better. It can, but it ain't gonna get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna get no better than that. But really, that's what I want to end the video with. I hope that this video got to you in a pleasant way. I hope that I was able to provide some realistic value, and you can see the value in the words that I was able to speak today. All praises go to the Most High. I end this video by saying all praises to the Most High. And if you was able to receive my words and it got to you in a good place, and you see the value in the things that I said today, consider liking and commenting on the video, because that's how it helps. And if you want to hear my voice again, you ever want to see me again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you ain't gonna miss nothing. You know what I'm saying? All right, until next time, man, I'm gonna holla at you. Shalom.